Hi again, this is Dr. Chandler, and welcome to my video notes, this time on levels of analysis. What is social analysis? Social analysis is systematic, comprehensive, coherent, plus consistent study of the social world. Social analysis is scientific knowledge, not knowledge accepted on faith, but based on evidence. Why social analysis? Because we want to be able to predict and to explain our social world. We are not comfortable with uncertainty. We want to know what to expect. The question of which level points us to where we are looking for our evidence. Where we look focuses attention to reveal things, but inevitably conceals other things. Where we look allows us to see some things that would otherwise be hidden, but it does so at a cost. Theories, perspectives, paradigms, these are ways of looking at life, but not life itself. Here we have our three levels of analysis. The macro level of society and culture. This is the large-scale patterns of society where many of the theories of sociology are located. We have the meso level, which stretches between the macro level of society and the micro level, which focuses on the social interactions on the small scale of the individual, the face-to-face, and perhaps the extreme close-up of, say, a tear trickling from an eye. The macro level, the meso level, and the micro level show us how sociology is a multiple paradigm discipline because many of the theories of sociology cross these levels of analysis. The personal level of values and beliefs and actions that affect the meso level of, say, the family and other social institutions such as church, which then impact on, say, religious beliefs and values in the larger culture that in turn affect individuals. These levels of analysis, I would expect you to be able to draw them, to know that structural functional theory and social conflict theory are primarily located in the macro level of analysis, that social institutions are in the meso level but stretch into the macro level, and that the micro level of individual is where you would find the symbolic interaction theory. Paradigms, perspectives, theories. These define what questions are studied. These define what and how questions are asked and what the rules are that should be followed interpreting the answers obtained. The macro level focuses on broad features of society and culture. The meso level that stretches and somewhat overlaps both the macro and the micro levels of analysis with a focus on smaller social groups. An example of the macro level might be a wide establishing view of a city at night. You move closer and see the meso level of an apartment building. You can peer into one of the lighted windows to view a group of friends sitting at a table playing poker. You can even move to the micro level of the individual and see a person expressing anxiety or glee at the meaning of their particular hand of cards. I showed you a diagram of structural functional theory and a diagram of social conflict theory and a diagram of the symbolic interaction theory, and I would expect you to be able to place these theories on a diagram that you would also create of levels of analysis. So I would expect you to be able to draw the three levels of analysis, the macro level of society and culture, the meso level of social institutions between the macro level and the micro level of the individual, Again, the micro level is the level of face-to-face interactions. The micro level would be primarily psychology, where you could look at behavior or perhaps even a brain cell. And again, you would be expected to know where the theories that we study in sociology would be placed on this diagram. The next video notes are going to be about the socio-cultural evolution model, and you can see here that the socio-cultural evolution model is, as the structural functional model and the social conflict theory, also in the macro level, shaping society and culture, which in turn shapes social institutions, which in turn shapes the individual experience.